Hello and welcome to my Ever Messy Art Studio. My name is Keeks, and today I thought what we could do is work on two different pictures together. So I've been watching a lot of Sophie McPike lately, and one of the things I love that she does is she does self-portraits of herself every now and then. And she also does this thing called Blobination. So what I was thinking is I could also do a self-portrait, but I also want to do a portrait of my hands, as weird as that sounds. So I think with the Blobination piece, I'm going to do that one of my hands. And then I'm going to do a self-portrait at the end. So we'll do the hands first because I think that'll be a good warm-up, and then go from there. And I think I am going to use my Rosemary & Co. Watercolors for the Blobination here, and those are my actual Paul Rubens. So the reason why I'm going to use this for the Blobination part is because I feel like this is a pretty special to me palette, because it's the first palette I ever created myself, or put together myself with colors that I wanted. So I think that'd be really fun to do. So I'm going to just kind of blob some colors on the page, and then afterwards we will let it dry a bit, and then we can start to draw our hands on there. And I think that'd be really fun because I want to do, like with my bracelets, I want to do my tattoos on my hands. I just think it'll be really cool. Weirdly, there's like a strange crease on this page, and I'm not really sure where that crease came from because it doesn't really match what's on the other side of the page. That's weird. But that's okay. We're going to go with it. We're not going to let it bother us because it's just a sketchbook. So let's do, I'm going to scooch this over a little bit so you can see this page a little bit more. And let's do this pretty purple here. So I think that would be a nice color to blob on there. And I'm just going to start randomly adding color. So that's what she does. She just like she doesn't really have a rhyme or reason to it. At least it doesn't seem like she does. She just kind of puts colors where they want to be. So I'm just going to kind of blob it around at random. And once again, her name is Sophie McPike. I believe she's Australian, but don't quote me on that. But she has some awesome art. One of my favorite things that she does is she makes these like bigger ladies. And as someone who has been a bigger lady most of my life, I rather appreciate that. So I definitely love her art style. I feel like she is somebody who celebrates all body types, which is really cool. Okay, so I've got some blobs of that color. Let's do some of this pretty blue. I really like this blue. So we're just gonna go for that. This is a little bit lighter, isn't it? We're just gonna kind of go at random with it. Might let some of them touch so that they leak into each other. That could be fun. Give it a bit of pizzazz there. And then there's like this emeraldy green that I really like, so I'm gonna use that. I'm just gonna stir it a little bit more. Ooh, I really like that, yeah. I'm just gonna fill up the page with it. Just kind of let it be pretty and random. Let's not care as much. And then, oh, maybe we could do a little bit down here. Let's do, I have another purple that I made, and I mixed this purple myself. Oops, I got some of that in different colors, so we'll scoop that up. There we go. So this is a purple I mixed myself using Phthalo Blue and Madder Red. So I made this purple myself. So let's go ahead and put that in there because I feel like that's pretty personal to us. Trying to use colors that I think are going to be more personal. And then what we'll do is we'll let it dry, and while it's drying, we'll start sketching out the other page. looking pretty good so far. And I'm using my Royal Talons notebook. Even though I've made my own notebook since then, I want to make sure that I'm using things that I bought so that's not a waste. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna let that dry, and that's our blobinated color. Now usually when she does it, she just blobs here and there. She doesn't completely fill the page like I just did. But I don't know, I like filling pages. Not the problem. So I liked what I thought it would look like, and I do. So we're done with this now, so I'm gonna go ahead and move it out of the way. And then what I've done is I went ahead and printed out a picture of myself. So this is me. Hello. This is me as of this morning with my purple hair. And what I thought I would do is try to do a sketch of myself. And I'm probably going to do it like right in here, and then around myself I'm going to write like positive words of affirmation, because I think that's pretty important, and that's something I've been working on for myself. So I thought that that might be kind of nice. So we'll go ahead and start with that. And I don't know if I'm going to do it like cartoony. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and start drawing and see what becomes of it. So I'm just going to draw like a head here. Basic head shape. And I'm going to move this over a little bit so that we can see both pages a little bit better. There we go. And then, let's see here. For my hair, I've got an undercut going on, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of mark that in a little bit. So with an undercut, you've got like a little bit of like a bowl of hair at the top. And then that, and I will be going over this with marker. So right now it might not even, like my drawing might not even make that much sense right now. But that's okay. So I've got my ear. On this side, I've got like a hoop up here. So I'm just going to draw a little reminder that there's a hoop there. And then I've got my ears gauged. And I've got a little hoop right here too. And then over here, on this side, I've also got a gauge. And then I've got my little tragus pierced here too. And then on this one, I've just got like a little circle there. So there's that. I might pull this over just a little bit. In the picture, I'm wearing a scrunchie. And my hair is kind of fountaining behind me. Something like that. I struggle with noses, but I think my nose kind of looks something like that. I've got some eyebrows. Sometimes I struggle with eyes too. I used to draw eyes a lot, and now I really don't. One thing I used to do when I was a kid is I used to just draw one half and then cover the other half up with bangs because I would get kind of, I would say, intimidated by both eyes not matching. But today I'm going to be brave and I'm going to draw both eyes. And if they don't quite match, we're going to be okay with it. Because nobody's eyes are really perfect anyway, are they? Those eyelashes definitely don't match over there, but that's all right. And let's see here. So I've got lippies. Let's do the lips first before we worry about cheeks and stuff. And my mouth is slightly open in this so we can kind of see my teeth. So I'm going to kind of keep that in mind. Something like that. I've got me some big old apples. I call those apple cheeks. Like that. And I kind of have like, I don't know, my chin is a little prominent, I guess we could say. I don't know if that's too prominent. I think that chin's too big. Because my cheeks do go in. So they go in like that. And then I have like this little, that looks better. I'm gonna be one of those old ladies that has her chin out. Okay. This one looks like the chin kind of goes like that. And then in my earrings, some of y'all are gonna hate this, but I have like little spiders hanging from my ears right now. So I'm just gonna pop those on because spiders are very important to me. And like I said, I want this to be a self-portrait, so I don't want to hide who I am. They're just little Halloween spooters. They've got little pitty palps. Like that. And then I've got my neck. Like that. And then I need my shoulders. I'm just gonna go straight down like this. It's not really doing like a specific pose or anything, it's just a body. I think that's about even-ish. And then we're just gonna give it a shirt collar. And today I am wearing stripes. Like that. Just kind of do that for just a bit of necky. So I think that looks pretty good for 33-year-old Keisha. I don't know. What do you think? Pretty close. Like cartoony wise, but that's my style, so. I tried to, you know, I do have, like I said, big cheeks, so I tried to put those in there. I think that looks pretty good. How are we doing on drying over here? That's still drying a bit, so let's go ahead and do the line work, just so that we can get everything mapped in here. So what we'll do, and I'm using a Faber, oh no, this is the Tombow one, a Tombow brush pen. I almost said Faber-Castell, but that's my calligraphy pen. And I ain't doing calligraphy in my hair. That'd be weird. And I'm just gonna kind of go like that to show that my hair is being pulled upwards. If I don't want it to be quite rounded, I can always just kind of add some rounds to it. Like that. And because this is an undercut, I'll do that. Like that. And I'll go ahead. And do something kind of like that. Drawing my cute little spiders in. I apologize to anybody who doesn't like spiders. I do, so they are something that gets brought up on my channel a lot. My bad. But as somebody who kept tarantulas for so many years before I moved, you know, it was in a way to deal with my arachnophobia at the time. Like, I just can't not love them. Sorry. They were too big of a part of my life for me not to. I learned so much from them. I think this will be a fun thing to do because one of the things I like that Miss McPike does here is, so when she does it, she does at least one self-portrait every journal. So I kind of think that would be a fun thing to start doing, just to see how my look of myself changes. You know, like how, number one, how my art style is going. And like how you draw yourself really tells a lot about how you think of yourself at that point in time. I just think it's a really cool, like, self-love thing to do. So thank you, Sarah McPike. I enjoy this idea. I'll make sure to tag her in the comments below. That looks a little scary, but that's okay. Like I said, we're being brave today. We're just putting in them eyebrows. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. Ourselves a nose. Give ourselves some apple cheeks. I swear that makes me look older than what I am, but I have them, so I'm gonna draw them. Plus, it doesn't look bad. I still look pretty. At least I think I do. I've got Shaboozey stuck in my head today. Do 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 do. He just got a good voice, I guess. I don't know what that one's called. It's not the Getting Tipsy one, it's the other one that's been playing on the radio a lot lately. But that song's like stuck in my head. I'm not really sure that there's a rhyme or a reason behind it. I just like music. Plus, Shaboozey is fun to say. If we're being honest. Oops, I made that spider leg a little close there, but that's okay. We're gonna be okay with the imperfection today. Today is just about relaxing, having fun, and appreciating ourselves. We're just gonna do some normal shoulders. I realize these shoulders look hecka stiff, but oh well, it'll be okay. So you can see I too struggle with imperfection, so I'm just trying to be okay with excellence today. All right. I think I'm just gonna add some hair squiggies up here just so that it gives it a little fun. And then, like I said, we will be writing, like, we'll be coloring it, but we'll also be like doing like positive affirmations around it too, because I think that's pretty important. Okay, so we've got that on there. Let's see, how is this doing? This is dry now. So what I was thinking is I would look at my hands and just kind of do I want to do this with pencil first? Nah, we're just gonna go for it. just draw one hand like that. And I almost always am wearing the same bracelets all the time, so I'm just going to draw those in. This bigger bracelet right here is one that's actually from my son. Or no, this one's not from my son. This one's between me and my friend Amanda. It's her sister bracelet. And then the one up top, this one right here, is actually from my son. He gave that to me for Christmas. So it's like my mommy bracelet. So I'm just going to do a little bracelet right there. And then let's go ahead and give it some fingernails. That one looks a little weird, but it's okay. And we're just gonna make it a little bit longer, maybe that'll help. Okay. So then, this is not my real wedding ring. I don't wear my real wedding ring because it's too big right now. I've lost too much weight. But we'll go ahead and put that there. Figure as long as I'm wearing something there, the idea is still the same. So then let's see, I've got 2 dots here. 1, 2. 1, 2. This one's funny. So my middle finger has 3 dots, and the reason the tattoo artist said that is so that it would look pretty if I flip somebody off. I thought that was pretty good. So I'm gonna put 3 there. Got 2 dots there, and 3 on my thumb, plus a spider web. Told you I love my spider webs. For the spider web, we're going to be very simple, like that. Okay. And then we've got knuckles, but I don't think I want to draw my knuckles. We can do my tattoos, though. So for here, I have a light bulb. My light bulb was because I set some boundaries with my family and realized that they were very healthy boundaries, so I felt like I had seen the light. But I also just really liked the imagery of these cool mushrooms in a light bulb because I thought they were cute. I like it when nature is kind of mixed with things that are unnatural, like with electronics and stuff. I think that's a cute look. And I'm going to write upside down here. See the light. I think that's all I'm going to do tattoo wise, just because I don't want it to get too crowded to where it like looks weird. So we're just going to go with that. I think that looks pretty good. So then we'll do my other hand, which this hand, I don't really have any tattoos here. I do have eczema, so I might do some like little dots or something on my hand to recognize that, because, you know, I've tried a long time to be okay with that. So it is a part of me. So I think I'll draw it. So we're gonna go ahead and put our hand up here. I've got my thumb. Hopefully these hands kind of match, but we don't know till they're there. We'll see. That one, my wrist is a little fat, but that's okay. It doesn't look terrible. So I'm gonna put my thumb here. I'm gonna do 3 dots. Do my fingernails. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. I definitely think this hand looks better than this hand. That's okay. And on this hand, we're just gonna do a little love patch here of eczema, as silly as that is, because I want this to be my hand, and my hands are not perfect. So around where the knuckle is, my hands have that. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool, and I really like that it's in the Sarah McPike style. I love how this hand turned out. I think this hand looks great. This hand looks a little Bob's Burger-y to me. I'm gonna put what my hands actually look like. My hand, and I'm gonna put my hand if I was in Bob's Burgers. Just to kind of give it something to giggle about. That'll be a funny memory. Yeah, so this is just like a hand appreciation. You guys only get to see my hands, so I just thought that that would be a fun thing to do. So yeah, here's my tattoo that I drew. So let's go back to this one, because I do want to color this one. So I have purpley hair right now, so we're gonna kind of play with that a little bit. I've got some Tombows here that can help us. So my real hair color is brown, and I feel like this part right here is brown. So I'm gonna go like that. Right there. And I've got 2 different purples here. This purple here really matches it, but I thought maybe a highlight color would be good with this one. So I'm just gonna kind of go up and down like this. I also attempted to dye my eyebrows purple, so I'm gonna put those as purple. You can barely tell in the picture because it didn't really go well, but in picture me it did. So there you go. My eyebrows used to enjoy being dyed colors. I don't know what happened, but whatever. I think it's because I barely have eyebrows left. They're so blonde. Okay, so let's do that and then see what it looks like when we add this other purple in here. What do you know? They're basically the same colors, so you can't really see anything different. So it just looks like purple on top of purple, which is fine. And then I have very blue eyes, so I'm gonna do like a lighter blue. And do I want to do that? Or do I just want to go huzzah? My husband will argue that my eyes are gray, but they're very blue. Thank you. But I can go like that and then darken them a bit with some other blues. Like that. I think that looks fine. I'm wearing kind of a green scrunchie. So before I add the rest of those purples, I'm going to do the scrunchie real quick. There we go. And my blouse actually has that same green along the collar. It's kind of why I wore it, because it matched. Or why I wore the scrunchie anyway. I like to match. Do that, okay. And then let's do the purples here. So let's go ahead and get these guys in here. There we go. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but these are just Tombos. Okay. I'm going to use that other purple to color in the rest of it. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a very subtle difference between the two purples, but it looks pretty cool in regular light. Okay. And then, let's see, I'm wearing spider earrings. The spider earrings have red on them, and so does my shirt. It's kind of like this color red. Ooh, it's showing up as kind of a pink color, isn't it? It's okay. We're going with it. And then that's the bottom stripe. Ooh, that's weird. The paper is lifting up there. I don't know why. Didn't have anything crazy going on there. Royal Talons, I've noticed their paper is a little weird. Like sometimes it takes stuff really great and then other times it pulls up. I have mixed feelings about it. Like I think it's really cool that it's such a thin paper that can take so much media, but my goodness, it sometimes is questionable. It's like, I mean, I just watercolored on the other page, didn't have any lifting at all, and then with these Tombows I see little bits of lifting happening. I'm like, why? Probably the strangest paper ever. Okay. And then I need a yellow. So my top has a yellow on it. Just a random splash of yellow. It's fine. I don't know what I'm gonna do besides the affirmations part. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with the backgrounds yet. Might do, I have like a self-affirmation that I had to write for myself in group therapy. I might do that. And just like rewrite at least one of those things over here. And I'm gonna use a calligraphy pen, I think. Okay, so we've got that. So now we need to do my skin and the tips of these earrings. So let's see. Well, for the spiders, that's like a silvery color. So I don't really have a silver. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm gonna use this purple that I used here. Or that like magenta color, that way that kind of goes with what I'm wearing. There we go. And then I've got this color for skin tones. I'll do that. My lips are kind of pink, but I don't know if I have anything that matches that unless I use like a acrylic marker, which I wasn't really planning on doing. Missed a little piece there. There we go. So let's go, let's see here. We're gonna use this pink for my skin. It's like, I am very pale, but with like a pink tone. So it's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be pretty close. I'm just gonna color her in. It's funny how parts of it looks a little dirty now. That's all right. I'm not entirely fussed about it. Maybe we can go back and use like a brown and add some shadows or something. But once again, I'm just, you know, self-portraiting. Like, I'm not crazy about that line there, but that's okay. It's not the worst thing I've ever done. There we go. And then I guess let's use the pink for the lips for fun. Just to kind of, because I do have a little bit darker lips. I don't think they're actually pink like that, but we can just say I'm wearing lipstick or something. There we go. I think that's a really pleasant picture. So I'm gonna start with writing one of my self-affirmations. So with that, let's see here. Oh, I don't want to turn it sideways. I'm sorry. Let's see. So one of the ones that I've been using is it's okay to make mistakes and still be worthy of self-love. I don't know that I want to put that here though, because this is a really positive looking image. I have an idea. Hold on. I have this book that I got. It's called Thank You. I don't know if it's by anybody. Let's see here. Thank You, written and compiled by Amelia Reidler and designed by Sarah Foster. But it has like little written thank yous in it. So let's see here, and it's got like little positive messages in it. Let me zoom out a little bit, but maybe we can find a cool message in here. Some people strengthen our society just by being the kind of people they are. Realize how good you really are. Good people increase the value of every person. Some pursue happiness, others create it. Unselfish acts are the real miracles of which all the reported miracles grow. Ooh, I would like that in like a plant one. That would be fun. I'm not a he, so I'm not going with that one. May happiness touch your life today as warmly as you've touched the lives of others. That's sweet. They are people whom one loves and appreciates immediately and forever. For all that has been, thanks for all that will be. It's not what you've been in our lives, but who you've been in our life that counts. Let us be grateful to make people happy. Those who bring sunshine to the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves. I like that one. We'll think about that one. May the joy that you give others be the joy that comes back to you. I like that one too. I'm gonna go with these two. I'm gonna do two quotes. So what I have here is a Faber-Castell Pitt artist brush. So these are supposed to be good for calligraphy because they have this kind of like a straight edge to them. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom back in. And we're gonna write in these two quotes. Those who, I'm gonna have to do this sideways. I'm having a hard time writing straight. I'm sorry. So here, we'll go like that. Who bring sunshine to the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves. And this is by J.M. Barrie. I don't know who that is, but that's who it says the quote is by. And then the other quote is going to be over here. May joy you give to others be the joy that comes back to you. And that one is by unknown. I like that. I think those are very uplifting quotes. I really like the positivity behind that. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and sign it. And I need to sign this one over here too. Yeah, so there we go. And there's our two pieces of artwork. So we've got this one with the hands, very simple, just drawings of hands on paint. And then we've got our self-portrait. So if you made it with me this long, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for returning. I'm really happy to have you. If you're someone new, hey, welcome. I'm glad to meet you, and I hope I get to hear from you soon. And I hope everybody has a great rest of your week. Bye.